live it up. Live like it's the night of your life. You got the right to live. So go and live it up. Live like it's the night of your life. Let's start the party. Start the party. Live it up. Live like it's the night of your life. You got the right to live. So go and live it up. Live like it's the night of your life. Let's start the party. Start the party. Live it up.
I'm dangerous like tightrope. No talking, not that of a maestro. More like that lizard from Geico. When I lick, you go psycho. Downtown, I'm more famous than Michael. My game, I gave it to Tycho. Gene Simmons up my time. Whoa, got mind control. Damn control. Up to your spine and back down to your toes. Melt you, little mama, like pile of mold.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Xander Effect. I'm your host, Xander Dames, and happy 420 for all you crazy herb enthusiasts out there. Got a few things to talk about today on the show, including Ticketmaster's Live Nation is trying to pull a fast one, according to some concert goers. We'll talk a little bit about that in entertainment news. In sports, Roger Goodell is actually okay with you booing him at the draft. Obviously, we all know how that goes every single year, so we'll talk a little bit about that. In video game news, looks like Pokemon Go might be making it easier for a lot of their Pokemon players to go to raids remotely now. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Plus, we have the second half of the collaboration between B. Taylor for his brand new single "It's on Me." I have special guest Duke Brown on the show today. He's going to talk a little bit about how he got started in the music industry, his collaboration with B. Taylor, and possible future projects. But first, let's start you all with some awesome 420 vibes. Here is Lifeline's Rasta right here on the Xander Effect.
I am Rastafari, I am. 'Cause I am Rastafari, I am. Jah wakes me up early to find Zion. I keep searching, I do. Trying to get away from Babylon, they can't stop me. It's true. I'm cleaning out my trays, to Jah I pray, to elevate my righteous worldview. While they push the lies, try to close my eyes, I still grow my garden for you. And it's so hard for the world to understand. It ain't so hard to reach the promised land. 'Cause I am Rastafari, I am. 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 And we be feeling good late at night. It puts our thoughts in view. And we can party all night, and then turn the lights down low. Rastafari. 'Cause I ain't got no more time. It's growing in the backyard, all over. And I let the sunlight brighten my day. And it's so hard for the world to understand. It ain't so hard to reach the promised land. 'Cause I am Rastafari, I am. 'Cause I am Rastafari, I am. 'Cause I am am Rastafari, I am. 'Cause I am Rastafari, I am. 'Cause I am Rastafari, I am. 'Cause I am Rastafari, I am.
Now, if that didn't put you in a 420 mood, I don't know what will. That was Rasta by Lifeline right here on the Xander Effect. Welcome back, everyone. In entertainment news, looks like Ticketmaster, which is owned by Live Nation, has changed their policy, their return policies, ever since COVID-19 started, according to one of their concert goers who is filing a lawsuit against them. A gentleman by the name of Derek Hansen is a little pissed off because it looks like he purchased tickets from Ticketmasters, and when they go ahead and purchase tickets, the rules basically state that if the concert is canceled, postponed, or rescheduled, then they would get a full refund on their tickets. Well, since the COVID-19 crisis began, it looks like Ticketmaster retroactively changed their refund policy in saying that people would only get a refund if the event was postponed or rescheduled, but not canceled. So this is their way of kind of like circumventing the fact that since all concerts are canceled, they would have to refund every single person back their money. So they went ahead and they covered themselves like that when the COVID-19 crisis happened. But that's something that you can't really do. Or at least I believe legally you can't really do. That's the reason why Derek Hansen is filing a lawsuit against them, because he bought 2 tickets in February that cost $600. He spent almost $600 for them, and he would like to have that money back, seeing as he's not going to be going to the concert, and that money could be used for other things right now during this crisis. But it looks like Ticketmaster decided not to do that, and they're saying, well, this is the new policy. That's in a time where people need to stand together, for Ticketmaster or any other company to try to go ahead and pull a fast one on their loyal customers. That's just disgraceful. That's just very disgraceful from them to go ahead and do something like that, just so that way they could cover themselves and make sure that they have their money and they don't have to give that money back, if in fact all this is true. So that's just wrong, and right now it looks like Ticketmaster's not the only one facing some sort of a legal issue. There's also an EDM festival that's also facing another lawsuit, as is also United Airlines. So there's a lot of these guys, a lot of these companies that are trying to keep their customers' money so that way they don't have to go ahead and suffer through their own financial issues. And in my opinion, that's greed right there. That's very greedy, very disgraceful for anybody to try to go ahead and keep money that really their customers aren't going to be able to use it anyway for items that they can't enjoy right now because of the crisis. So all these companies need to just return that money back to their customers, so that way they could continue to have loyal customers, and that way they don't have a bad reputation that is currently what's happening right now. So in other entertainment news, R. Kelly is still trying to get out of prison for fear of the current COVID-19 crisis. As it stands, the first time he tried, the judge rejected it because Kelly basically couldn't come up with a valid reason as to why he should be released, or at least placed in indefinite house arrest. His attorneys try to tell the judge that with the current COVID-19 crisis happening, R. Kelly is considered a high risk of contracting the virus and possibly not doing well with the virus, possibly dying with the virus. So, but at the time it hadn't hit the prison where R. Kelly is currently incarcerated at. So the judge said, you didn't bring me, there's no reason why I should release him. So they denied him the first time. Second time, went ahead and again tried to get out because at that point, an inmate had tested positive for COVID-19. But again, the judge said, you don't have sufficient evidence to have this person released. So no, again, second time denied. Plus, the prosecutors are claiming that R. Kelly is a high flight risk because he made a lot of money this year. So they don't want to release him anyway because of that reason. Because R. Kelly claims that, he's broke. He has no money to be able to flee the country anyway. Plus, his passports have been all canceled because, he's a convicted criminal right now, or not convicted, but he's a criminal right now. So, again, it was denied for that reason. R. Kelly's attorneys are trying one more time by saying that R. Kelly owes $1.88 million to the IRS, so he really can't afford to pay anybody to flee the country. So they continue to try to get him out, but it's just I don't know. I think it's falling on deaf ears at this point. So it is what it is. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they're able to get him out. Because it looks like R. Kelly's actually either he's really scared or he just really wants to get out of prison right now. And he's trying to use the coronavirus pandemic as an excuse to be able to get out early and who knows what. So we'll see what happens in the coming weeks with that whole situation. In other entertainment news, I had the opportunity to interview up-and-coming hip-hop artist and also he is Flo Rida's protege. His name is Du Brown, and he did a collaboration with B. Taylor. I interviewed B. Taylor, not too long ago, in talking about their brand new song, It's On Me. And Du Brown has gone through a crazy, journey to get to where he's at. Going from a professional athlete to being incarcerated to now, being free and doing good towards others and trying to make things happen for him and for his family with Flo Rida and his production company. So his story is amazing, and he also chats about what he's got coming up in the near future. So on the Xander Effect, I have hip-hop artist, up-and-coming hip-hop artist, Du Brown. Du, how you doing, man?
What's happening, homie? We in here. But we inside, though. We ain't outside.
Right, man? It's a beautiful day, too. I can't believe that we can't even enjoy this type of weather with everything.
Oh, I'm enjoying it. I'm in Miami. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. You know what? I already don't like you, man. You're in a paradise right now.
I'm gonna rub it in then. Like, honestly, no cap. Like, I'm barbecuing with my cousin. He just came home from doing a bid like last week. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm barbecuing outside, and I got my kids and his kids. They're on the bounce house, but I could literally look from my front yard and see the Hard Rock, like the good top. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's really cool though, man. Like I've always wanted to actually go to Miami and check it out, mainly because the women out there are, whoo, man. Lord have mercy. I mean, I'm in Los Angeles, California, where, California girls are California girls, but
right.
Damn, Miami women, man. Oh man, I love that exotic look. I love Colombians, Brazilians.
I fuck with LA females, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them bosses, you know what I'm saying? They, you know what I'm saying? They bougie to, you know what I'm saying? You really get to know them, you know what I'm saying? Or really get in their chest. But like Miami, like, you know what I'm saying? That's a different type of female because like, kind of like California and New York, it's so multicultural. But what people got to remember, all the islanders that come over here, they still got to come through Miami before they get to New York or LA. You know what I'm saying?
True.
California.
That's true, man. And I
first, you know, so.
And I have a very, very, I have a major weakness for Brazilians and Cuban women. So, that's.
Hey, you need to stay from down here because you got some Jamaicans that's real dark skin like 50 Cent.
Oh,
she got green eyes and a big old
butt,
man. Real natural long hair because it's mixed, like Jamaican Chinese. You got Haitian Dominican, like, you know what I'm saying? You got Brazilian and Cuban mixed. Like, it's just, that shit like crazy. Like I'm Jamaican, you know what I'm saying? Big up to Monday.
Man, it's crazy, man. Because I mean, I love I love that mixture of dark skin with light eyes. That you have me right there. Like, if I see a woman with dark skin and like green or blue eyes, and I'm in
Right.
love. I'm in love. It's over. I'm in love. I'm just
Right.
it's done. But but I mean, getting back to the conversation at hand.
Hey, shout out, man.
But yeah, man, I mean, like you and B Taylor have come up with an amazing song talking about the party lifestyle, with It's On Me. And you guys, that song is fire, man. That song is fire. I loved it the first time I heard
man.
it.
I appreciate it.
I've been playing it a couple of times on a couple of my episodes, man, and you guys just did an amazing job because you guys pretty much, you describe how it's like the party lifestyle. But before we get into that collaboration, I gotta ask, man, did you always know that you were gonna get into hip hop as a child, or was your direction in a different direction?
Nah, like, I grew up in the ghetto of Carol City in Miami. Like, I'm from the same hood with the OG JT Money, Rick Ross, Pretty Ricky, my big bro Flo Rida. You know what I'm saying? All us from the same hood. You know what I'm saying? Which is Carol City, and I was a Section 8 baby. Like, our rent used to be $55, like, from the government help and shit. So I always was good at football. Like, I was like the best in my neighborhood, or at times like the top two. And like, I was supposed to be the savior. And I got all the way to college. I played NCAA ball at Edward Waters, and then I got a full ride off of the Lafayette, Louisiana. It's like 20 miles, 30 miles from LSU. And I was still in the streets though. Every chance I get on the weekends, sneaking back home, with my homies or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because I was kind of blessed what I thought back then, because I had the street love and I had the athletic love, you know what I'm saying? So, I was kind of like spoiled with it, and like my big homies would like be mad when I sneak back down, but at the same time, they'll be showing me love and spoiling me when I'm home. And, you know what I'm saying? Some shit went left, and, some people started talking like they was, living a certain way. And, where I'm from, when you talk like you live a certain way, like, I feel like you're going to do what you say you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And, some stuff happened, with my cousin. And, I had to make sure that everybody on our side, make it back safe. You know what I'm saying? And I just, leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I had 3 co-defendants. You know what I'm saying? Nobody went to prison but me. You know what I'm saying? I lost my scholarship. Went in, they tried to get me to telling me I had a daughter, you know what I'm saying, that was 1 year old, that I'm going to lose my scholarship. Like, I told them I don't know what they talking about. I took that shit to the chin. You know what I'm saying? And I did my bid. You know what I'm saying? I got out, and there I was just, you know what I'm saying, like, keeping my shit going, like, was just staying, working out, reading my Bible, reading, you know what I'm saying, like Black Enterprise, all the hip-hop magazines like Double XL, you know what I'm saying, King, Street Element, you know what I'm saying, Ozone, shit like that. You know what I'm saying, then keeping my ear to the streets. I had a couple phones in there, so I wouldn't lose touch of what was going on. And then they put me in charge of the band room, and I just grabbed, you know what I'm saying, a couple fools from, you know what I'm saying, Dade, Broward County, Lauderdale, and then some from Tampa, St. Pete, you know what I'm saying, one from Tallahassee, Daytona, and I formed a band, you know what I'm saying, with like 2 keyboard players, you know what I'm saying, 1 saxophone player, 2 drummers, and I had like 6 to 7 rappers. You know what I'm saying? Every holiday they used to let us, you know what I'm saying, do our thing, you know what I'm saying? And when the whole, you know what I'm saying, on prison come out and watch us, and then certain guests from the street came, and one time a dude from the NAACP was there, and he seen me perform. And, you know what I'm saying? He gave me some connections, you know what I'm saying? And long story short, it helped me, you know what I'm saying, on my journey. I will talk about that on another interview, but that's how that shit went, though. You know what I'm saying? I did my bid, and I got out.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things that, I mean, you could have gone, any other way, but it seems that music helped. It was more therapeutic for you to go ahead and go in a different direction.
I always loved music, though, even though I was a big athlete. Like, my mom and them used to have card games, on Fridays, you know what I'm saying? My mom was a hustler when I was young, you know what I'm saying? My auntie them, even that ones that worked and shit, like, on Fridays, when they came over, you know what I'm saying, to play cards at night, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like the only one of the little kids that knew how to put the needle on the record, you know what I'm saying? I'm an 80s baby.
Yeah,
you know
yep, I feel you on that.
So I used to know how to put that shit right on there, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I used to do it every Friday and Saturday. Then my mom used to start saying, shouts out to my mom, she in the living room, too. My mom used to tell her, y'all got to start tipping my baby. So everybody that won a hand in cards, they had to put, you know what I'm saying, $2 or $5 in my cup, you know what I'm saying, depending on, you know what I'm saying, how much they won. So that Saturday morning, you know, I got my cup full of money. I got about $25, $35.
Wow.
I'm going to the Little Caesars in the arcade. I'm the man. I'm the man. Street Fighters.
I was gonna say that. I was was like, I bet you anything you were playing Street Fighter, weren't you?
No, NBA jams. Like, I'm an 80s baby.
Me too. That's why I'm saying. That's why as soon as you said arcade, I was like, I bet you money he's playing Street Fighter because that was my game.
I'm the man. All the girls, they want to come eat slice of pizza and they can play Pac-Man. He having to ask me for quarters. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's hilarious, man. That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's how you know that you're an 80s baby, because as soon as you go ahead, you hit the arcade, it was either NBA or it was Street Fighter. It was one of those two.
Right.
That's pretty cool though, man, because I mean it's like you know, you still like continued on with your music. I mean, regardless, music was always something that was inside of you, regardless of any trouble that you were in. But it's really good that you know that you went in a different type of direction. And you said that you always grew up, like you grew up with Flo Rida. So
no, we ain't grew up together. We grew up in the same neighborhood.
Oh, okay, in the same neighborhood. Okay.
He was on one side and I was on one side, but we our high school and our neighborhood was in between each other. So I knew a lot of the same people that he knew, and he knew a lot of the same people that I knew, but we didn't know each other until I came home.
Okay.
And when I came home, the people that I knew and the people that he knew merged us together. Like, you know what I'm saying, his manager Freezy, you know what I'm saying, my homie Pike, you know, shouts out to them. You know, I had came home and 5 days later, they had a Fujiato car show. You know, that shit be big down here in Miami at the Dolphin Stadium. It's called the Hard Rock Stadium now. And I was walking there, you know, with one of my cousins, and I seen them boys, and, you know, they embraced me, and then they told me, man, rock out with us. I rocked out with them, and then they took me to the studio that night, and I recorded like 9 songs that first night. You know what I'm saying? I was loaded, you know what I'm saying? Like in my head, like, you know what I'm saying? I was loaded with music, so I let go 9, and that convinced them. And, you know, I used to record in the B room over at Strong Gun IMG, that's Flo Rida studio that he owned. And at that time, Rocco, Future, you know what I'm saying, was heavy, you know what I'm saying, over recording at our studio because they was really getting tapped in with Miami at that time, and on the Migos too, because they close with the big homie E-Class that owned all the Finger Lickings, and he signed Ross and he signed Flo and, you know, other people like that, you know. So I was in hallways, you know, seeing this shit going on, and I'm just getting home. But I was in the B room recording, and them boys used to record in both A rooms. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm a street nigga, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody got to give me nothing. Like, I'm in the building, you know what I'm saying? I might not be the captain, but I'm on the boat. You know what I'm saying? So long as I'm on the boat, I could get to where they going. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I get to where they going, you know what I'm saying? I could do better things than some of them, you know, or do some of the good things that they doing. And one day, you know, me and my producer, Totel, we was recording in the B room, and my manager Shotgun, he walked by, and he was like, who that is, you? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, I gotta tell Flo about that. You know, so, you know, we left it like that, you know, and this industry, that be industry talk. Like, man, people be saying shit all the time, like, just because it sound good, or they might even feel like you got talent, but don't be wanting to do nothing with you because they can't. So they'll try to say something, you know what I'm saying? So later on, they could say, oh, I always knew, or yeah, I told him it was going to be, you know, so I didn't know if it was that or if it was real. So, you know, me and my homie kept working, you know what I'm saying? And maybe about a week or two later, we was in there working again, and he was mixing that song because we did get a little fire behind it because my manager, Shotgun, is Flo Rida's road manager. You know what I'm saying? So when he said it, we did get a little fire behind us. So we said, okay, we're going to mix this down and make sure it's crisp and good. And then Flo walked by, and he came in the B room. He was like, this yours? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, oh, this is the one that Shotgun told me about. He was like, this hard. Well, y'all need, what y'all doing? We're like, mixing it. He said, man, y'all need to mix this shit in the B room. It might not today, come tomorrow. And y'all, I mean the A room. He said, come tomorrow, and then y'all mix in the A room. And I was like, all right, he dapped me up, dapped my producer up, and he walked out. We looked at each other like, all right, bitch, it's on. You know what I'm saying? We in the A room now. You know, we got in the A room.
You just graduated.
Yeah. We got in the A room. Like I never had to leave unless I wanted to go record in the B room, which I did. I felt so comfortable with the B room, even though I was certified in the A room there. I still wanted to record in there. You know what I'm saying, and be by myself. But then when it's a big session, you know, with my homie Ball Greasy, like that's my brother. Like we real tight. Like he used to be over there those nights too. Like so, if you got Ball Greasy, if you got my other homie Billy Blue, he had got signed by E-Class and Timberland and Akon. And
Wow.
and you got Flo Rida and you got Rocco in the building, like, and then it's a beat playing, and you want to get on that song. Ain't no more than 3 people getting on the song. If it's 8 bars, okay, we can slide 4 people. So you got to hurry up and be in them 3 to 4 slots, and that shit got to be 5. Because if it ain't 5, you ain't finna make the cut. And at this time, I got a name in the streets and I got a name on the football field, but I ain't have no name in music. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes, even though people respected me and they knew they couldn't little boy me because I was plugged in all over, it's still like sometimes I feel like I wasn't getting the real respect doing the music. And then I'm a big dude. I'm 6'3", 265. So a lot of people,
Intimidated.
No, they ain't. Nah, because see, I'm humble, dog. I know anybody could get it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I ain't stupid, but a lot of people thought I was Flo Goon. They thought I was Flo Bodyguard.
Oh, okay. They were having a misconception of who you actually were.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you know, bro, like he's super humble too. You know, so and then he from the streets, the project.
Yeah, because I know Flo, like he's a big guy too. He's a big dude himself.
Yeah. I'm about 30 pounds bigger than brother.
Yeah, I'd be scared of you guys. Like,
no, but look, you know what? Listen, this the thing, like all that scared shit, like not saying like trying to put down and intimidate them. That shit, that ain't what it is. Cause now it's a double-edged sword. You got people gonna take you out 2 ways. They gonna blackball you and try to do the Suge Knight till you shuts out the Suge Knight. He was a boss, he an icon, but some people were so scared of him physically, they threw stones and hit their hand. Like they was taking people at him, putting the police on them, paying dudes $5,000 just to go hit them. Don't care if you get beat up.
Wow.
Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So
that's just wrong. That's just wrong because I mean I've met a lot of dudes because I used to be a Hollywood club promoter for many years. And I always became friends with all the security guards at every single club that I promoted at. And these guys are big dudes, you know? But they were like the nicest guys you'd ever meet in your entire life.
But they be doing too much. I done knocked one of them out before. They be doing
No, but I mean, I'm saying about the common misconception about big dudes being intimidating. Big dudes are actually the nicest guys.
Don't give him no pass, though. Some big dudes do be humble because they know they size and strength and they don't want no problem.
Yeah.
Happen, they know what damage could be done. But there's some big dudes that throw their weight around. They're the ones I don't like.
They're bullies.
But I'm the bully stopper though. I like to stop bully for people though, cause this man ain't even fucking with you. Like, see about me, I've been to prison and I've been to college and playing ball. So I was in 2 places where I was forced to be around people that I didn't want to be around. So I had to adapt and know how to deal with them. You might be on a dorm, on a wing or whatever, which I was blessed to have an off-campus apartment that the school paid for. But even my neighbor next door, if I was paying for it on my own, I could say I don't want that apartment because this person's staying there, but the school paying for it, so you got to stay there. If you locked up in prison, you can't control really too much who your roommate is unless you're a real boss in there, and you got to take time for that. You can't control who you sleep next to, or you in a 100-man open bay. So I learned how to deal with different type of people. So I got friends that ain't grew up like me, that's really my friends, and they really love me, and I really love them. And most people say they green, and they is like green, but they got a friend like me that ain't gonna let you fuck over. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So they got a good heart, they loyal, they smart, they love God, and they good to me. So they think because they skinny or they small, you know what I'm saying, that you gonna mess over them or you gonna bully them and say, nah, that's what we here for. You ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? He good.
That's good though.
I don't like that. That's for suckers.
That's good. That's good though, man. That you at least look out for the little guy. You know, that's actually a really good thing.
I don't care if you white. I don't care if you black. I don't care if you like me. I'm gonna tell you, and I want to say this, and I hope y'all keep this part right here. Like, I'm from the ghetto of Kansas City, Miami. You know what I'm saying? It's arguably the top 3, the top 5 roughest places in the world. you know what I'm saying, home of the first 48 and everything, but I still give respect and I demand mine. And I don't care what color you wear. I don't dislike white people. I dislike racist white people. I don't dislike Hispanics. I dislike racist Hispanic. I don't dislike black people. I dislike racist black people. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm on. Like if you not a part of that, I can fuck with you. We good. You feel what I'm saying? We could be friends. You know what I'm saying? Long as you ain't with the bull, like even around me, like I had to learn like to deal with, you know what I'm saying, like the LGBT community. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to learn how to deal and get along with them because I'm not a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a straight man that love women, but some of them do the best business that I ever seen in the world. You feel what I'm saying? They do good business, you know what I'm saying? And they put you in good positions to win. You know what I'm saying? But once upon a time in my mind, because I wasn't like that and because where I come from, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't even, didn't even want to be around one of them. But you learn and you grow and you elevate. And you know, as long as it's that respect factor, they know you don't swing that way. You know what I'm saying? You know you don't swing that way. Y'all got good business, good relationship. Everything cool. Do the business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They get paid what y'all signed up for on the contract and everything going. And you go your separate way. If the business was good, you keep it going. That's what my mind that I was able to grow up in the hood. I done been to college. I done been to prison. And my big bro, you know what I'm saying? He one of the biggest stars in the world. You know, shouts out to Flo.
Yeah, and you know what? At the end of the day, I mean, it just seems that from what you're saying, it basically the bottom line is that you don't like racists. You know, I mean, because racist people they're you know they're not they're not good people, obviously. You know, and it's all about respect. It's all about it's all about mutual respect going both ways, and that's really good that you have those types of values instilled in you where you basically it's all about mutual respect. You respect me, I'll respect you, you know, type of thing, which is really good because in this industry you have to have that kind of a mentality. You know, you have to have that open-minded mentality, you know, but at the same time you also have to like leave negative people away, you know, keep negative people out of your
my
life.
mama taught me that. My mama taught me how to pray. My mama taught me how to be a gangster. My mama taught me how to cook. My mama told me if I let somebody beat me up, she gonna beat me up when I get back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me let you holler at my mama for a go. Hey, Mom, it's the radio station. Say hi to me.
Hi, how you doing? This is
Good.
Brown.
Hi, Mrs. Brown, how you doing?
Yeah, man.
Well, that's cool, man. That's
I
cool
had
that
to
you.
lock them back out, man. They trying to get in here.
No worries, no worries. So let's talk a little bit about your new single, "It's on Me." That single has been like I said at the beginning of the interview, that single has been fire, man, and that song is amazing. How did you and B Taylor link up?
Shouts out to B. That's my homie. That's my dog, B Taylor. Me and B Taylor linked up. First of all, shouts out to God. That's the big dog. You know, God, you know, put it in position for Flo to ask me to come to Vegas to do a song on his set at the Hard Rock in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Rehab. That's where we was at. You know, before they closed it down.
Mm-hmm.
And this was like 4 years ago. And I did my song. It's called Bags. It had Flo Rida on the hook. Y'all go check that out. Bags. Do Brown and Flo Rida on. But B Taylor watched me perform that, and the crowd gave me a big response. They went crazy. You know, we was throwing champagne and water and stuff. And we went and had a penthouse party after it was over. You know, B slid up on me and was like, "Yo, man, I love your voice, man. Like you got like a DMX, Rick Ross, Ja Rule." You know, I don't be liking when people be saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but at the same time, I respect them boys. And then I like I say, with growth, I grew to understand what they were saying, like just about the raspiness, I guess, or whatever.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And he was always saying, you know, that he wanted to work with me. You know, he had came down to Miami a couple times, and you know, I make sure he good when he come down there as far as where he could go. You know, where he wanted. You know, ain't nobody gonna mess with him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to just go on South Beach. You know what I'm saying? He could go where he want. You know, and he was like, "Yo, man, when I'm going back, I'm gonna make sure, man, I get the flight. You know what I'm saying? Information. I'm gonna get the hotel for you. I'm gonna set you up, big boy style." You know, he told me that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say. You know what I'm saying? To be the real talk in the industry talk. So, you know, until the information came in the email, you know, I ain't know really what it was, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
even though I had been knowing him for like 3 years at that time, and we had been seeing each other like probably 4 or 5 times a year because we go to Vegas a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he kept his word and he sent the information, through shotgun. And, I flew out there and flew them just by the grace of God. We ended up coming out there 2 days later. You know what I'm saying? So I flew out there 2 days ahead of them by myself. When I got there, he was on point, man. Like, shouts out to P. Taylor. Like, I can't lie. Like, you got to call a spade and give a motherfucker their roses, you know what I'm saying, while they're here. And when I got off the plane, bro, I had like 2-3 missed calls. No, dog, let me tell you real quick. On the way to the airport, I live off my alarm clock, so I wake up on time, everything, you know what I'm saying? On the way to the airport, I'm on point, everything packed, get up, you know what I'm saying? Uber get out there, yep. On the way to the airport, I get almost there, big accident. I get there to the airport. Yeah, bro, I'm stuck for about an hour, bro. Hour and 15 minutes in traffic. I get there by the time I clear and everything, they tell me I got 5 minutes. When I run down there, they tell me to just shut the door. Right, yeah, that's how this happens.
Man.
The devil be working trying to stop a gangster, you feel me?
Yeah.
I just said I'm a little prayer to stay calm, so I called B about 5-6 times. He finally answered, because it's 3 hours difference from, Miami, to Vegas. So he answered, and I'm like, yo, B, like, look, when I was calling you before, I sent him the picture of the traffic and all, but he wasn't answering. So he was like, yeah, I see. I said, man, it wasn't my fault. I was on time. I missed it. Man, 2 hours later, man, dog booked me another flight, man, first class, man. You know what I'm saying? Sent me out to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I landed like a boss, you know what I'm saying? When I landed, he had called me 2 times. I missed call. He called me again. Hey, look, so when you get your bag, look, hey, your car going to be out there. He going to have your name. Da-da-da-da-da. I got there. Car was there. Got me right. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Everything. Straight to the hotel. Mr. Brown. They got my badge, took me to the desk, gave me the double key game, And what you gotta remember, like Flo, a big dog, you know what I'm saying? Like E-Class, a big dog, you know what I'm saying? Like Big D, shouts out to him, the super producer Big D, they big dogs. So times that I done went, you know what I'm saying, on 4-5-star hotels outside of myself, doing my own shows and hosting parties and stuff, been with them. So this is the first person that outside of the homies, and me on my own that was laying everything out. So, I was kind of concerned, because if I'm going to do it, it's going to be right. And if they do it, it's going to be right. I didn't know how he was going to set me up. So they set me up right. When I got they took me upstairs. When I got upstairs, they had my little vibe waiting on me. You already know what I'm talking about. Know what I'm talking about? My vibe? Yes, sir. My vibe was laid there waiting on me. I'm talking about enough to get me through. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't got to be pressured or worry about nothing. And then I got a text saying, hey, dude, your Patron will be coming up at 8, and studio session is at 9 downstairs in the B room. I'm in the A room. We're in the Palms Hotel now.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying shouts out to B. I want to give him his roses, because people be getting on interviews in front of the camera and try to make it by themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I know who I am, and I'm confident in myself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know me, know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't looking for, you know what I'm saying, no pats on the back for myself. But he set me up right, man. And we got down to the studio at 9. And, I took a couple shots of Patron. I got my brain right. You feel me? And we were supposed to do a Nipsey, Khaled, John Legend type vibe. That's what they wanted my voice on, and that's what they was telling me about on my way to Vegas. But when we got over there, man, he was like, B. Taylor was like, yo, dude, I want to change it up. Like your voice, man, I want to put it on the Afro beats, and that's what's popping right now, and there's a lot of Caribbeans in Miami. And he was like, ain't you from the islands? I'm like, yeah, I'm Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, man, it'll work. And they ran the beat, man. I tell you no lie, bro. Like, bro, he did the hook maybe in 30, 45 minutes, bro. And by the time he was finished doing the hook, bro, I was like, yo, dude, nah, that don't sound right, B. And that's another thing why he's so dope, because he was able to take constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Push and pull, and hey, put this, say this instead of that, say that.
That's okay, that's always good to have somebody that can take that type of criticism. They're easier to work with.
Yeah, and when I was telling her, because you know what, I was trying to make sure that the song be enough for everybody. Because sometimes a person might have to pull me back from being too Miami or too down south. And then my manager, Shotgun, that's what he was telling me on the way out there. Hey, don't play now. You already know, everybody know you going out there. So everybody going to want to hear it. You know some going to be want you to do right, and some going to be waiting for you to fuck up. That's what he told me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, come on,
that's
bro.
True.
You already know yeah. You know, we going to keep it gutter. Yep. You know, I was like, bro, but that's already how I'm built. I think like that anyway, you know what I'm saying? For people that's not gonna like it, whoever I don't know, I gotta make enough people like it that they can overshadow the ones that don't. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's what my mind be. So, and I'm a murder kill type anyway. Like I'm a Mike Tyson type. That's my thought process. Like I'm a Kimbo Slice type thinking. Like I'm going to destroy. That's how I think. You know, that's how I was when I played football. That's how I think on the track. Like look how I came up around with music. Like I recorded in the same hallways where Ross recorded, same studios under the same CEO. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like E-Class, like Flo, like Big D. Like you can't play. You know what I'm saying? When you around them people, when you could touch them, when you could be in pictures with them, when you at the lucrative parties. Okay, yeah, you rap. Okay, now we know you know them. Okay, but what you sound like or what you doing? You know what I'm saying? And I always the type, I'm going to hold my own. You know what I'm saying? So we did the song, bro. And I got in there and I did mine in 20 minutes, bro. Like, and the producer name was Bull. And engineer name was Bull, should I say. The detailer, you can ask him when you talk to him, 20 minutes, bro, was done. And I would really, like, had a chip on my shoulder because I felt like I'm a hood dude, I'm an urban artist, but only the people that really know that I could do different genres of music. I say, but they don't think I'm going to deliver on this. And talking to the ladies, come on, man.
Yeah,
Too
man.
easy.
And
Too
you know
easy.
what? And you know what? Like that right there, you know, that collaboration that you guys made is just amazing because I mean that song has been doing very well in streaming sites. I mean, I've gotten a lot of compliments on the song myself as well. When I play it on here, and that song's good, man. You know, it's an awesome fun song that pretty much describes the club life, you know, so and the party lifestyle. So, you know, it's all about the VIP. So, you know, but that's really cool. I mean, you guys are you guys going to be doing any more collaborations?
Yeah, we got the gun cocked back right now. We just, as soon as somebody move, bah! You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, but listen, like, it ain't, like, see, that song bigger than just, like, and I want the ladies to know this, like, when we saying step right up to the VIP, you know what I'm saying? Don't wait because tonight's on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That don't mean just, like, cause how you look or how many followers you got. Like with me, like with Du, and like how I was taught the party, like from my OGs, like, we had we take loyalty over the bad chicks, you know what I'm saying? I want a loyal chick, you know what I'm saying, over a dime piece, you know what I'm saying, any day. You know what I'm saying? That's how I move. So, like, we gonna keep some baddies around us, but you better believe they done passed that loyalty test. And we don't want the ones that's always at everybody's table. You was at French table in here last week. You was at Ross table last month. You feel what I'm saying? You were trying to get at 50 table, but we seen the security stiff on you. You feel what I'm saying? But, like,
Yep.
the females that when I say it's on me, because I really mean that, like, you know what I'm saying? We really mean that, like you ain't got to pay for nothing, but you coming over there to look good. You coming over there to vibe. You coming over there to hang out. You coming over there to dance and turn up.
Have a
This
good
your
time.
Yeah, this your Friday. This your vacation. This your weekend. You know what I'm saying? The kids, they somebody watching them. You know what I'm saying? Your dude, if you got a dude, he done gave you your pass for that night. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't trying to hang out and live la vida loca and break the knob, turn up, and make all the bottles be gone when we leave, you can't come. But you got to fit all those criteria. And if you do, you good. Hey, after it's over, you can get breakfast. And we going to go eat somewhere big. And you going to get to order what you want. You ain't going to have to say, well, how much that is your order? And then you good. And then everybody go their separate way. That going to make them want to come and vibe with you again. Because you ain't always trying to fuck on them.
Yeah,
You
and
feel what I'm saying?
you know what? That's I'm so glad you said that because that's the same way I feel. I mean, I've gone out, you know, like I said, I was a promoter for many years, so I was always, you know, I always had a table, I always had bottles, I always had, you know, a lot of ladies around me and everything. But it's so funny because, you know, I could actually count in less than one hand how many women I hooked up with during my time as a promoter. And people would actually be like, dude, that's impossible. You're like a promoter. Promoters get laid all the time. It's like, yeah, but I'm not about like that all the time, you know, like I'm about quality in the person that I'm with. And not only that, but when I go out, I don't go out to go ahead and just look to just get laid all the time. I go out to have a good time. I go out to have a fun, you know?
Let me tell you something, Xander, what you got to overstand and you got to remember, and this go for me and you and everybody in that life that we in and in that field. See, like, we in it for something else. We in it for the passion, the career. We in it to feed our family. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we look at it different because, like I tell, you know what I'm saying? My girl all the time, like I see it, and I got all sisters. You feel what I'm saying? And I be seeing that Fookie Bookie, that flow. I know the fake smile and the touching on the shoulder and all that there, trying to act like you like me and all that there. I see it. So but people, if I was I ain't gonna lie, probably if I was a regular dude that never played football, then I never you know what I'm saying, did music, you know what I'm saying, to the level I do it or whatever, like, that shit probably would drive me crazy too. Like, if I wasn't strong-minded, you know what I'm saying, which I am, but like, I put it this way, I rationalize with those that fall weak if they ain't built right mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, if a person working Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday, and they got that 1-2 day to hang out, and they seeing this the baddest of the baddest, and her dress crawling up, and you can see it from the back, and the nipples hard and pierced, and she really wants you. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, like, that's a lot to
You're only
deal with.
human. You're only human.
But listen, for a person that don't see that on a regular and then right, that's a lot to deal with.
Yeah, it's
you gotta
true.
remember, I was cool in my schools and in my hood. I was good. Like, I was always one of the big dogs, never no bully. Like, always one of the big dogs. Like, on my team, I was captain. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I started doing music around the elite. So I'm used to, you know what I'm saying, being a leader without having to say I'm a leader. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to, you know what I'm saying? So music, it don't affect me and people that came up like I did, and people that had some type of notoriety or people that was a leader of something, it don't affect us the same way because we know how to handle the fame or the support. Because I don't like to say fans. I know how to handle my supporters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The weight get heavy. Like, a lot of times your back end be getting spent because you got to end up buying 2 extra bottles. You know what I'm saying? Then the girl, you done tipped her, but she end up being over there longer than the tip that she got because it's so much people and it's so much more. But now you got to give her more money. You feel what I'm saying? Then the DJ up there, yeah, you on the flyer, so he gonna play your shit. You know what I'm saying? So you want to show him some type of love. You feel what I'm saying? Then the girls that's dancing off your song. You feel what I'm saying? If it's a booty club, you know what I'm saying, a strip club, you know what I'm saying? You got to show them love. So you done touch some of the back. Like, man, it's a lot, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why that crown, like Meek say, that crown get heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you up for the challenge, you know what I'm saying? I'm a wear it. You know what I'm saying? No matter how heavy you get, you feel what I'm saying?
That's
I know
true.
I'm a king.
That's true. You're right about that because, I mean, you know, and man, you hit the nail right on the head too because, yeah, like many people, you know, many people that were just guests of mine that were coming to the club, they would always assume that, oh, wow, this is a great lifestyle that you got, man. You're always partying. You always got it. I'm like, you know what? To me, it's work. It's you know, I'm working here. I'm trying to, you know, pay bills. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. Like, you guys have no idea the stuff that I have to do in order to make sure you guys are having a good time.
Right.
So it's like you said, it's a crown that you have to wear, and it falls heavy on you sometimes.
You don't know the pressure you have at 11 o'clock. Your phone go to dancing like Michael Jackson. At 11 o'clock, everybody calling you, trying to get a spot in the club and tell you what time. And look, remember, I'm an artist now, right? So, like what I do, me and my close people in the circle, like, as soon as I get the word that what we gonna do, what show or what party we hosting, they get the word, and then the B team get the word, and that's how I be like, so, okay, everybody know we going. So I know they done told you where we going, and I done post a flyer, and you done been out, and you done been out with me numerous times.
Yeah.
Why you keep calling me like that? Like, I got kids.
No. Dude, let me tell you the worst part that I had to go ahead and deal with. Whenever we had like a huge event, whenever we had like a huge artist that was going to perform, and I knew it was going to be a hell of a night, like it's going to be hectic, I would tell my guests, get there early. What would they do? They would get there fast.
Get there late.
Yeah, and I'm just like, and they're like, well, I'm outside. I'm like, I told you to get here early for that reason. Like, there's a reason why.
What about this one? Yeah, the week that, like you say, the week, cause it's a lot of times, like, I done did joint ventures, like, or done opened up or did my set with Flo, like, when Meek done been there, T.I., like, French, like, you know, 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when they know you gonna host a party or you on the car at a big headline event, your likes and everything gonna go up that week. Your DM gonna be dancing even more because they gonna be trying to prepare saying hi to you once or twice through the week. So a day or two before the event, they gonna be like, oh, you going to what's the name? Now you know you're gonna see me fly it.
I know that too, dude.
Come on, dog.
I've had to deal with that, or the worst part about it is like, and this is just from a promoter standpoint, is that the worst part is when you don't come through for them. Suddenly, you're their biggest enemy at that point. You're like, oh, well, you're useless. You couldn't even get me into this thing right now. I'm like,
hit you with that boy changing, boy.
I'm like, dude, I told you to be here at a certain time. It's not my fault that you got here late, and now you're blaming me for it, and you're going with another promoter because he was able to walk you through because he's got more pull. That's bull. That right there, that's not loyalty. That's just BS. That's why that's one of the many reasons why I don't miss working in that industry, because it's a thankless job. Being a promoter is really a thankless job. It's all about what have you done for me lately. And it's I would actually have to say that that's probably the same way in the entertainment industry. It's all about what have you done.
It is. Like that's why, like I was blessed too. Like I write fast. Like I got a pen, so I can write songs for people. I have wrote songs for people. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like the more tools you have to bring to the table, you know what I'm saying? Like the more expensive you get. So you know what I'm saying? The better they got to treat you. They know they can't play. You feel what I'm saying? Because he bring more to the table. And then like everybody want the heartthrob artist or the street artist. Or the pop artist. It's one of the three now. That's what the labels want you to do. Either you appeal, you're a heartthrob, you appeal as a gangster, you rough around the edge, people want to be you, they look up to you, or you're a black or white or Hispanic pop star. And
or you're also or country's starting to creep in too a little bit too.
Country been there. So it's like with them, you ain't even gotta mention it. Like country and gospel. They so big, they been big. Like hip-hop had just surpassed them like a couple years ago. That's why I'm really mentioning like the hip-hop and the pop, because like country and gospel was always like juggernaut. Country, gospel, and R&B, you know what I'm saying, was always like juggernauts of music, you know what I'm saying? Like EDM, you know what I'm saying? Like hip-hop, all that stuff created on neo-soul and created a lane for itself. So, you know what I'm saying? Once I know how to, you know what I'm saying, like write, I know how to do hooks. I write my own music. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody got a fire hook now, or if I know you write fire hooks, hell yeah, I'll let you write a hook for me, because that's going to give me a different vibe to come on when I write my verses. You know what I'm saying? But I can write my own material and music, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all my producers that have worked with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we built beats from scratch. It's like probably 40% of the time I'm helping them with it or giving them sound. Put that, and I don't even really know what the press or what, but when they be doing shit, yeah, I like that. I like that, not just how I am. And I try to let people know, you know what I'm saying, that's how I am before we even work together. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't finna take over, but I know what I'm looking for. You feel what I'm saying?
No, that's very true, and that's just the way it goes when it comes to this industry. So it's crazy, man. But it looks like you're doing fantastic. I gotta ask, during this time of crisis, are you still working? Are you still like putting down beats? Are you still putting down like new music, or have you kind of like, are you right now at a stop like the rest of like pretty much the rest of the world is right now?
Nah, we ain't at a stop, because we blessed that Flo got his own studio, him and Freezy. You know, and it's 5-6 studios, you know, air conditioning, upstairs, downstairs, computer room, kitchen, you know, dining area, you know, like a chill area. So, you know, everybody like close knit. Like shouts out to international nephew, Flo nephew here, artist. Like he get his time to go work. You know what I'm saying? Flo go work through the night. Like Flo like to work late. Like, he like to work 12-1 till like 7-8 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm a dude like, you know what I'm saying? I like to work like early in the daytime, like 12-1, 2 o'clock towards the evening. And the reason that I got stuck like that is because when I first started, like in the B room, that was the time that I could get. But I found out that it was better for me, because if I could work from 12, 1 o'clock to 7, 8 o'clock in the afternoon, I could still go home, take a shower, get something to eat, and if that record dope enough, I'm taking it to the club the same night.
Nice.
Same night.
Nice. Nah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, though, man. So are we going to be expecting some new music coming from you very soon?
Yeah, man, I got a song, man, with Ball Greasy, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready to come out, man. And the artist called Kiddo Mall, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a new one with Jimmy Dade. You know what I'm saying? The song with Ball Greasy and Kiddo Marv is called Bando. But I got another song with Jimmy Dade, you know what I'm saying, called Run, Shh. You know, and I got the one with B. Taylor, you know, it's on me, you know, it's 3 different genres of music, you know what I'm saying, that I tapped in on, and I still sound like me, you know what I'm saying, but don't sound the same, you know, so I'm blessed, man, I'm working, you know what I'm saying, I'm spending time with my kids, you know what I'm saying, I'm barbecuing, I'm preparing 2-3 meals a day, I'm wetting them with the water hose, letting them get in the pool, you know what I'm saying, like all that there, man, playing board games, all that there, you know.
That's cool, man, that you're able to go ahead and like, and still make time for your family, because that's always important. Family's always
I'm a
important.
girl dad, man. I'm a girl dad.
There you go.
I got 3 daughters, man.
And I bet you got a wonderful gun collection to go with that.
Hey, man, you don't even play. You already know. You know that. Wow, what I, you feel me?
Nah, that's cool though, man. Well, that's awesome.
Man.
I hope that I get to play some of your new songs on the show.
Yeah,
and,
man. I'm finna load you. You finna get.
Do
you know
it.
what I'm saying? Look, let me tell you why though. Cause like you ain't do too much, and you weren't corny, and you weren't trying to like play no sucker game like corning me off and all that slick stuff. So due to that, I'm gonna make sure that the next 2 singles that finna come out, you finna be in like that top 20 blast that go out for you can get them shits first. You feel me?
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
There's all the loyalty and just you being trill. You feel me? Like we don't do no suckers, man.
Nah, I appreciate that. I appreciate the love on that, man. And likewise, all you guys are amazing. Shout out to B. Taylor and his father.
Let me say this about his father. His father, man, like, you know, he doing better. You know,
he's recovering. Yep.
He's recovering from the corona, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just let y'all know, you know, it's real because, you know, like that was the first person, you know, that I knew, you know, and a dude named Buck 305 down here, shouts out to Buck, he recovering. He do merch and stuff for Khaled and Ross and Flo. So those the first 2 people that I knew of that had it. Like,
wow.
You know, it bothered me when I seen cases and people dying, you know, but that when you know somebody, you know, by then, man, this man supposed to be going to D.C. We had Club Opera March 13th. That was canceled. We had LA the next week. We had Vegas the week after that, and we were supposed to be in Miami. So we still was mentally preparing for all this, and then he had to deal with that with his father. But, you know, my team, my family, you know, the whole Strong on IMG family, the whole Same Gang family, you know, Flo, our attorney Mathis, shouts out to Reggie Mathis, you know, everybody was praying for him on that end. So he had 2 coastal people, you know what I'm saying, praying for his old boy, you know what I'm saying, people out of Chirac, you know, praying for his dad, you know. And the man recovering, man, you know, and shouts out to them, man. Like that's dope, man. Like he was, cause he gonna get something big up out of this. Like God finna give him a big blessing, like for him to be able to sustain and then still stay solid and grounded through his father being sick like that with a deadly virus, and then like you gotta think. See, that's how I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when all this clear, we supposed to be on the move. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as it clear, so you know that's what we praying and wishing for, man.
And that's true, man, because I got off the phone with BT earlier, and he told me that his dad is recovering. I was really, really happy to hear that because, you know, I was praying for his father. I'm praying for everybody that's being affected by this crisis and by this virus that has killed so many thousands of people all over the world, and, you know, hundreds of thousands of people that are being affected by this. So, you know, I'm glad to hear, you know, it's always good to hear happy endings, you know, on people that are recovering. So,
right.
You know, definitely shout out to B. Taylor and his father. Shout out to your friend as well. Glad to hear that he's also recovering as well. And yeah, man, I mean, you know, like we just hopefully when this is all over, you know, you guys come out here to LA. I'd love to sit down with you guys, man.
Listen, dog. Keep me in rotation, bro. We coming. And for you and all the bad loyal chicks, it's on me, man. I'm dead, man. Listen, I'm serious. I ain't playing. And look, I'm telling you, and once I get you to come, you gonna be hooked, bro. We break the knob, bro.
Hey, hey, you know what? I'm not doubting it at all, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna definitely be there. Gonna definitely be continuing to play your guys' music because your guys' music is amazing. Like it's awesome. I love the stuff that you guys got going on, and trust me when I say it's gonna be on the show. One question, how can people stalk you on social media?
On Instagram, man, you can catch me at _Same Gang. That's D-O Brown all together _ same gang, SAMEGANG. On Snapchat, it's the same thing, Do Brown 7. Do Brown all together, the number 7. On Facebook, it's Do Brown. On Twitter, it's Do Brown 2. That's D-O Brown, all together. You don't got to separate that, and make sure you put it in caps.
There you go. There you go. Well, Duke Brown, thank you so much for being on the Xander Effect, man. I hope to get you back on here again very soon. Hopefully, you come out to L.A. I get to sit down and have an interview with both you and
We always be in L.A. I'm coming back. We always in L.A. I fuck with L.A. Them boys out there gangster.
Then we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. But thanks again, man. I appreciate you being on the show, bro.
No problem. I hope I had an effect on y'all, man. And it's on me, man. Run that, spin that, bump that.
Always, man. Be safe out there, too, man. You and your family.
All right, my brother. You be safe, too.
All right.
All right, thank you. Y'all. I be telling I told. Yeah, you did. They ain't believe it, though. One life. Do Brown. Same game, be telling. What up? Woo! So we kick it like it's kickball. Power couple. She dripping in that Dolce Gabbana. They wanna touch her. Everybody know that's Do Girl. What you gon' do about it? Me and her take on the world. Now that's a true rider. And she Beyonce. Y'all in her own class. Hella book smart. I be grabbing on her real life. Since it's on me, I'ma put it on you. Sipping on the best of the best. We playing taboo. Kansas City 305. I'm a dirty baby. Help you with your homework. Now we getting dirty, baby. Drinking dirty slippery, baby. Got a nigga tiptoeing. Cause I made the right moves. Got a nigga going. She be in my lap snoring. I should call you FaceTime. But I got respect for her. I'ma spy your face now. Never poke a big dog. We be hella outside. Never have a side to choose. Cause it's only one side.
Step right up to the VIP.
Yeah, the IP, VIP. Yeah.
Don't wait, cause tonight's on me.
It's on me, baby, it's all on me. Yeah.
Sexy models, champagne bottles.
The IP, VIP.
Got 2 models, need more bottles.
I got a bottle and a model, got a bottle and a model. Go.
Me and Do Brown make a lot of noise. Yeah, we them bad boys. All you ladies ain't got no damn choice. I said me and Do bad boys. Hey, Flo, where them girls at? Yo, shop, where them girls at? D money, where them girls at? I'm trying to party where them girls at. Cause after the party, it's the after party. After the party to my hotel lobby. After the lobby till 5 in the morning. It's just me and you.
Cause there's only one side.
Step right up to the VIP.
Yeah, the IP, VIP. Yeah.
Don't wait, cause tonight's on me.
It's on me, baby, it's all on me. Yeah.
Sexy models, champagne bottles.
The IP, VIP.
Got 2 models, need more
Got a
bottles.
bottle and a model, got a bottle and a model. Go.
Step right up to the VIP.
IP, VIP.
Don't wait, cause tonight's on me.
It's on me, it's all on me.
Sexy models, champagne bottles.
IP, VIP.
Got 2 models, need more bottles.
Bottle and a model, got a bottle and a model.
Step right up to the VIP.
Yeah, the IP, VIP.
Don't wait, cause tonight's on me.
It's on me, baby, all on me. Yeah.
Sexy models, champagne bottles.
The IP, VIP.
Got 2 models, need more bottles.
Bottle and a model, got a bottle. There's only one side.
B. Taylor.
Yeah, the IP, VIP. It's on me, baby, it's all on me.
That was B. Taylor and Do Brown's It's On Me right here on the Xander Effect. Thanks again, Do Brown, for being on the show. Really appreciate your time. Looking forward to more music from you. Looking forward to interviewing you once again here on the Xander Effect in the near future. In sports, looks like Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, is going to be fine with you booing him. As we all know, every year, every time the draft comes around, when Roger Goodell comes out to introduce the next draft pick, the entire, when we were able to go see the draft in person, the entire audience would boo him every single time he walked out. It was the funniest thing to see, and it's been going on for many years. Seen as the fact of the matter that many fans are not too happy with Roger Goodell and how he is a commissioner, how he commissions the NFL, how he runs things in the NFL. So this year, it looks like Roger Goodell is going to be okay with fans booing him. He has gotten involved. Well, actually, Bud Light has gotten involved by saying that for every person that boos Roger Goodell, they will be donating $1 every time they see the hashtag Boo the Commish pop up on social media, and they're even saying that they will also donate $500,000 to up to 500. They will contribute up to $500,000 to the COVID-19 relief efforts to actually hear you boo the league's commissioner. So, guys, this is your time to shine. You're watching the draft. You get on social media, you hashtag boo the commish, or you go ahead and you film yourself doing it, and it all goes to a great cause. It all goes to the efforts of the COVID-19 crisis. So make sure you go ahead and, share how you really feel about the commish on social media. In other sports news, it looks like the prodigy BJ Penn isn't sure if he's going to continue his MMA career. Apparently, it seems that he went on social media on an Instagram live chat, and he said, quote, "It takes a lot of work. It takes too much expletive work. At this age, it takes too much expletive work. You never know what's going to happen, but it takes so much work. There's so much people telling me to fight again. Other people telling me don't fight again. It's a lot to take in." So at this point, he's really unsure. He doesn't know if he's going to continue to fight. But you know what? I mean, it just would seem to me that it's time for BJ Penn to hang the gloves up. He had an incredible career, but lately it just seems like his heart hasn't been in it for a while. And it just seems like he's just going out there for a paycheck, not really to fight for the love of the sport, but just to go ahead and get paid. And at the end of the day, that's not really a good reason for you to continue to get beaten. I mean, he got the last fight that he was in, he was beaten by submission by Ryan Hall, and he was actually scheduled to fight again against Nick Lentz, but Dana White, president of the UFC, he decided to pull that card shortly after there was a video that was released about a brawl that BJ Penn had in Hawaii. So that fight didn't happen, and of course now with the whole crisis, the COVID-19 crisis going on, it seems like many fighters, I mean, I talked about DC also saying that he might be hanging up his gloves too, so that might be something that's trending to a lot of these fighters that have, pretty much reached their peak and are deciding to just pretty much hang it up. BJ Penn looks like he's one of those fighters that might be, thinking about also calling it quits too, and with good reason. I mean, he's had a long career. In my opinion, I think it's time for him to go ahead and hang it up, so that's just me. Up next, in video game news, looks like Pokemon Go is going to make raids a lot easier to get to via remotely. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But first, here is Marquise McClendon's Heartless right here on the Xander Effect.
Trying his best to keep his head up, but he's fed up. Trying not to lose his mind. You show him love and then they cross you every time. No wonder why he's like this. They took his love, now them drugs got him like this. No wonder why he's like this. Ain't got no more to give, now he's heartless. Them pills talking to him, he depressed. When he can't get them, he be breaking out in sweats. I hate to see my nigga go out like that, no. Not like that, no. He's he's trying, but he's so sick of fighting, yeah. Should've got down on his knees and prayed, steady went the other way. Trying his best to keep his head up, but he's fed up. Trying not to lose his mind. You show him love and then they cross you every time. No wonder why he's like this. They took his love, now them drugs got him like this. No wonder why he's like this. Ain't got no more to give, now he's heartless.
That was Marquise McClendon's Heartless right here on the Xander Effect. In video game news, looks like Pokemon Go developers Niantic is basically trying to make it easier for people to play the game, without having to go out as much. Seeing as where a lot of places are having a strict stay-at-home order, and you can't really play Pokemon on the go if you can't go anywhere, pretty much. So it looks like the developers are going to be making it easier for players to be able to go to raids. They are implementing. They're gonna add a way for people to be able to go to raid battles remotely, and that's going to make it easier for many people that have to adhere to stay-at-home orders. The game developers for Pokemon Go will start to introduce an item called Pokemon Go Remote Raid Passes, which basically means that for one Pokecoin bundle, it's actually going to be a part of a limited time Pokecoin bundle. You'll be able to purchase individual remote raid passes from the in-game shop for a special discounted price of 100 Pokecoins. So that way you could go ahead and go to some of these raids without having to actually leave your home. And I think that's fair. I think that's fair because many players, they love playing this game. Personally, I actually love playing it as well, but you can't really go anywhere right now. Right now is not the time to be. I mean, when they first introduced Pokemon Go, it was a way for people, ironically enough, it was a way for people to get out of their house and go, maybe do a little walking, a little exercise, because you have to walk to find Pokemons and also Pokestops and all these things. But now, unfortunately, with the current crisis, people can't go out. They can't go walking. They can't do anything. They have to adhere to stay-at-home orders. So this is a way for them to make it easier on everybody and still continue to play the game. So props to them for making it easier on their loyal players. Well, that's the news. In case you haven't heard it, thank you so much for listening. Make sure that to remain safe, make sure to, adhere to your stay-at-home orders. If you have to go out, if it's essential for you to go out, make sure you wear your masks, wear your gloves, wear goggles if you have them, to make sure you continue to stay safe. Keep yourself safe, keep your family members safe from this crisis that's going on right now. Remember to join the hashtag AW movement, to applaud the Applaud Workers movement, to applaud all these essential workers that are out there risking their lives and their families' lives to make sure that we continue to get the service that we need from these essential businesses. So remember to applaud them. Remember to thank them for everything that they're doing, because they're continue to do everything they can for us. And remember that this crisis, this too shall pass. We will get through this. Trust me on that. And remember, music always, always heals all. We'll see you next time.
Live it up. B. Taylor. Flo Rida. Live it up. Live like it's the night of your life. You got the right to live. So go and live it. Live it up. Live like it's the night of your life. Let's start the party. Let's start the party. Live it up. Live like it's the night of your life. You got the right to live. So go and live it. Live it up. Live like it's the night of your life. Let's start the party.
dangerous like tightrope. No talking, not that of a maestro. More like that lizard from Geico. When
The Xander Effect is powered by 50/50 Global Music Inc., BMG, and Sony Music The Orchard in association with Art 19 Media.